WannaCry ransomware. WannaCry ransomware is a malware that targets systems running the Microsoft Windows operating system by encrypting data and demands ransom payments in exchange for a decryption key. Moreover, this ransomware uses corporate networks to jump to other Windows systems. Propagation mechanisms and triggers. WannaCry ransomware propagates through many propagation mechanisms. One of them that it used Windows Server message block for propagating within a network by operating over two TCP protocols, which are 445 and 139. Additionally, the local DNS servers and gateways that are all enumerated by the malware in an attempt to spread to them. However, the DNS server must fall in the range of the private IP addresses to be infected. Victims exploited vulnerabilities. The attackers that are responsible for the WannaCry ransomware took advantage of the weakness in the Microsoft Windows operating system and the weakness of the security using a hack called Eternal Blue that allowed the malicious code to propagate all over the system without the user's consent. Also, these attackers took advantage of the SMP vulnerabilities patched in the Microsoft security. Payloads. The payload of the WannaCry ransomware is that it encrypts data and demand ransomware payments, as we said before. Also, the payload could have been anything from deleting the hard drive to starting a denial of service attack by creating a botnet. And the following video describes how WannaCry works.
Hi there, I'm Doug from Sophos, and today we're going to take a look at the Wanna attack, also known as WannaCry, WannaCrypt, and several other variations. We're going to attack a machine in real time, show how the attack gets stopped, and then take a look at the root cause analysis visualization of the attack. Sit down, strap in, and tell Siri to hold your calls. So while much of this can be automated via code, we'll take a look at it from an active adversary perspective. We've got an attacker's machine on the left here, and a user's endpoint on the right that will attack in real time. Now on this endpoint, we're going to turn off all protection except for our behavioral detection. This is not recommended, of course, but this is meant to highlight the protection capabilities of our CryptoGuard feature. Okay, now here's the IP address of the endpoint, and on the left, the attacker is checking to see if this IP address is vulnerable. Yes, the host is likely vulnerable. So as the attacker will exploit the machine using the Eternal Blue attack. Eternal Blue is writing a DLL that's going to be loaded. Eternal Blue is then launched, and the user's machine is owned. The attack then gets uploaded to the machine and run by leveraging Task Scheduler, at which point we'll see Intercept X block the attack and Sophos Clean begin cleanup. This creates a root cause analysis event that we'll look at shortly, but let's look at the user's files here first. We see that they can be opened since they haven't been encrypted by the attack. We also see that the first three files actually did get encrypted, at which point CryptoGuard recognized this as an attack, stopped the encryption, kicked off Sophos Clean, and rolled back the files using just-in-time copies it creates. So let's take a look at the attack visually with.
Finally, despite the significant damage inflicted by WannaCry, the fact is that it might have been considerably worse. Many engineers took actions that slowed the ransomware and may have stopped it from spreading to lots of machines. WannaCry has already produced a plenty of versions of it around the world. Despite this, we rely on Microsoft to protect our PCs and networks. Installing the most recent updates of the operating system is critical, as it would have stopped WannaCry in its tracks.